Hustle hard like animals, knocking down another dose, chasing all the dollars, so my mama gon' be settled. Damien Dollar want more, Damien Diamond solving more. Vision clear, we rack 'em up, make 'em real intangibles.
Intangibles Podcast, presented by BZN, the home for basketball content.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. Welcome back to the Intangibles Podcast. We have a immediate episode na medyo hindi immediate kasi one day late. Pero here we are. I'm Matt.
Laij.
Bill, what's up?
And yes, so immediate because we talked about the UAAP finals. But there was also another college league here in the Philippines na medyo sikat-sikat din. Medyo. Kala mo naman. The NCAA.
Cut!
Sikat talaga.
Oo.
The NCAA and Beda Red Lions have won the crown once again, winning their 23rd championship
Dami.
against the Mapua Cardinals. No, Coach Yuri, shout out to Coach Yuri, congrats from Team B coach of the Ateneo Blue Eagles to the championship head coach of San Beda. And yes, all of the players as well for both teams. Pero, before we get ahead of ourselves at pag-usapan natin yung game, I just wanna say na baka nabigla kayo na gumagawa kami ng content sa NC. Given nga na aminado kami na wala kami masyadong alam dito. Pero kasi may nag-comment the past video, I forgot his name, sorry, pero nagsabi siya na thank you daw kasi naglabas tayo ng content for NC because NC needs exposure. And quite frankly, I agree. Because although hindi ako nanonood masyado ng NCAA, lahat ng games ng finals pinanood ko and I can say na sobrang entertaining. Sobrang saya panoorin.
From now on, guys, watch NCAA.
After the season, for the 100th season next
Season
next
100.
year.
Nagpa-promise ha. Si Phil lang nagpa-promise. So stay tuned guys. Manonood
Oo.
si Phil ng NCAA.
Ako nanonood ako ng NCAA.
Kapag hindi niya na-update ang NCAA this coming episodes, wag niyo akong patayin. Si Phil yung patayin niyo guys ha.
Puta, dinamay pa talaga ako.
Hindi, pero ayun. I believe na we really need to talk about the NCAA, the exposure. The fact that they're in their 99th season and ganito lang yung exposure na nakukuha nila.
Grabe, 99 season.
I can't believe that. Based solely because of, I mean, to be fair, nanonood naman ako ng mga finals before ng NC. Pero yun lang Final Four lang. Usually, Final Four lang din talaga pinapanood ko Pero I think the whole league deserves love especially right after what happened this finals. We'll touch on some points na sa nag-comment last episode, pero let's talk about game 3 though. Laij, you were here last time na pinag-usapan natin yung NCAA.
Yes, sir.
Did you expect San Beda to get the win?
Sa tao lang 50-50 because like I said, medyo small sample size because binibase lang natin off finals. Pero as I've mentioned before, I've highlighted some players. And during our previous episode when we talked about yung finals, pinag-usapan ko yung details na nangyari sa game 1. And like I said, during game 1, namangha ako kung gaano kagaling si Paolo Hernandez and Rosilio during that time. They were impactful. Pero biglang nawala sila in terms of shooting this game 3. They were combined 0 of 7 ata sa 3 points, if I'm not mistaken. Which was very, very, it was costly for Mapua. Not only that, but on San Beda's end, medyo, if you watched the game, they're very coordinated at saka maganda gising nila. Everyone was lights out from 3 and everyone was playing well. So, ayun, medyo tough break lang for Mapua because besides from Clint Escamis, you could say na Hernandez and
Si
yun
Recto,
nga, si
Laij.
Rosilio were one of the better teams. One of the better players who wasn't able to contribute.
Ah,
At saka, ayun nga, I do have to say JC Recto had a stellar performance in game 3. He scored 18 points, if I'm not
yeah,
18 points.
18
So,
points and
ayun.
missed one shot. Ay, well,
Yeah.
one shot coming into the fourth, pero he missed 3
Mm.
lang the whole game.
Pero not enough considering Andrada, very great game nung game 3. He scored 20 points ata. Marami siyang tres. So, he came up clutch, sa game 3 pa.
Right. And I would like to say also now Warren Bonifacio didn't show up the whole finals. I think correction, like si Rosilio and si Hernandez. Si Hernandez 2 of 12. Si Rosilio 5 of 10. Pero yung si
Sa
Warren,
tres ata.
sa test pa yung sinasabi mo?
Oo.
Wala, 0 of 7 sila, pre.
0 of 7 sila parehas. Yeah. Kaya, kasi nung game 1, sila yung siya yung nagbuhat
Ah,
eh. Napanood ko yun eh. I watched Hernandez play. Tsaka si Rosilio din.
mm,
Although, maganda naman pinakita ni Rosilio, pero wala talaga yung 3-pointers nila.
right. Okay, pero kasi ito off-cam pinag-usapan natin si Warren Bonifacio Phil. And
Oo.
he was 2 of 8 in that game. The past few finals, he was averaging what? 4 points or something.
4-5, ano lang, no? 2, parang ganun.
Di ko alam.
Something like that.
Yes, basta super low averages for a big man that usually scores 10 above.
Ayaw talaga.
What can you say about about Mpua's performance in that
I
finals
think
game?
watching game 3, no? Lalo na fourth quarter, I would say, nawalan sila ng composure. Yun. Lalo na nung uh, pressure defense ng San Beda. I think yun yung turn of events. Nawalan sila ng composure. Nag, they relied too much on Clint Escamis. Tapos, feel ko rin, because of San Beda's ball movement and 3-point shooting. Ayun, doon na nag-collapse ang Mopua. And they didn't know what to do na
Right.
just kept on giving the ball to Escamis or the other players, shooting threes, doing ISO plays. So yun, doon na nag-collapse lahat. Unlike San Beda, they had that energy in them, sticking to the plan, sticking to the plays. So what's good about San Beda is yung ginawa everyone contributed. Literal lahat. Kahit rebound, points, steals, defense, lahat, you name it. No, overall team sila game 3. Kaya deserve nila yon, even though yung prediction ko nung from game 1 to 3 na talagang 50-50 yung game. Pinakita nila game 3 na sila ang champion overall. Kasi yung sistema nila, composure, yung execution nila sa dulo, gumana. Kaya yun
Right.
sa akin.
And I think it's a big deal din yung coaching staff nila, no?
Stop.
How were you? Anong nasasabi mo sa coaching staff, Phil?
So coaching staff, ito kung may, balikan natin Letran, kung meron silang, yung dati, I don't know if you guys remember sa Letran, when sila yung di ba, super friends. Kasi
Yung
siyempre, dalawa, pare, para sa
napakaraming
akin,
coach.
itong pwedeng super friends ng San Beda. You got what? Una, Coach Yuri, diba? You got Coach Norman Black, legend of the game.
Consultant,
Coach
by the
Boyet,
way.
consultant. Okay. You got Coach Boyet Fernandez. O, diba? Dating head coach ng championship at saka head coach ng San Beda rin. You got Coach Andre Santos. Napakagaling na
Defensive
coach na yun.
strategist.
Oo. Grabe. Talagang analyze niya lahat. Yung Coach Francis Cruz. Coach Alex Angeles, by the way, MPBL coach. Nag-final siya this year. So, malaking bagay rin yun. Alam niya yung final experience. Ayun. So, sobrang deep ng coaching staff ng San Beda. Kaya sobrang laking factor yun na napabalance nila yung team ng, okay, we got coaches for offense, we got coaches for defense, we got the overall experience, finals, championship. Kaya yun, big factor yun.
Right. Ikaw, Bolay, dyan muna sabi mo sa laro ng San Beda this game.
Game 3? Game 3?
Yeah, game 3.
I think I mentioned it na yun nga, as Phil said, mas composed sila and they played as a team eh. Talagang they weren't really forcing shots like the way Mapua did during game 3. Kasi mas nakikita ko forced shots yung mga binibitaw ng
So,
Mapua.
tama.
While San Beda, they stick to their game plan and it was running smoothly yung offense nila and no forced shots was needed. They let the offense run talaga. At saka ayun nga, they played as a team.
Right, and masasabi ko lang na game 3 looked like it was another game 2 just because San Beda was leading most of the game, nahabol ng third, lumamang Mapua, then San Beda took control near the end of the game. Of course, I have to give props to Yuki and Andrada for grabe yung pag-init niya. I think it was the right decision nung pinulikat si Jacob Cortez.
Stretch 4 yung batang yan.
Nung pinulikat si Jacob Cortez, we all know that the offense runs through him. Nung pinulikat siya and he had to sit down for the rest of the half ng third quarter and start ng fourth quarter, they kept feeding the hot hand, which is yun nga, si Yuki and Andrada. And of course, sa finals MVP, si James Payosing, which was iba yung hustle na pinakita niya kanina. He was just all around. Probably, he was a reserve. He was a reserve to now a finals MVP. I don't know what to say about that, but props. Kasi grabe yun.
NCAA, kung magbibigay kayo ng nickname, you gotta give him the nickname, Energy Man. Energy Man, pare.
Kala ko naman
Wala di ko alam anong pwedeng iba eh. Energy
innovative
Man. Grabe.
Pero,
Actually,
yeah.
pwede rin. Ate, kung kumuha tayo from PBA, The Spark. Pwede rin.
Hindi na pwedeng galawin yun.
Hindi na pwede galawin yun.
Spark Payosing. The Umbrella Man.
Umbrella
The
Man.
Payong. Payosing din.
NCAA, hindi naririnig dito ha.
Pero, yeah, honestly, I'm a big fan of Payosing's game.
Grabe ba?
Actually, minento to kay Matt eh. Kasi, di ba nga, first time namin mag-analyze nung game 1. Game 1, game 2. Tapos, I mentioned Matt, tinatanong ko siya, sino tong James Payosing na to? Medyo magaling tong player na to.
Grabe.
I like his tenacity on the court and he's very talented din. So, he's a mix of a talent player and yung player na masipag. And basically, I like the way he plays.
Basically,
I feel like,
one word, kompleto regado.
tangina, dalawang word yun eh. 2 words yun eh.
2 words na pala.
Kompleto regalo. Puta. Pero hindi, ang sabi ko lang kasi, iba yung the fact na manggaling ka sa reserve. You started the season as a starter. First time mong to come off the bench ng game 2 and game 3. Then now, finals MVP ka. I think that's what you call a star in their role. He just knows what he needs to do when he needs to do it, when he's called to do so. And he deserves the finals MVP nod. Although, I would like to say, grabe pa rin talaga si Jacob at saka si Andrada.
Oo.
Iba yung dalawa. 1-2 punch.
Yun ang star nila. Yun talaga.
Offense goes through Jacob pag wala Andrada right there. And he actually showed up at the right time. So, I mean, congrats to the San Beda Red Lions for winning their 23rd championship as a 4th seed, by the way, coming into the Final Four as a 4th seed.
Oo.
They had to go through so much to get
Diba
that
third?
championship. 4th.
Aminin yung NCAA fans, if you guys watched, sobrang competitive this year. Literal, up and down lahat ng teams. Kaya ang hirap talaga.
But Benilde was 3rd, Laij. Lyceum 2nd, tapos Mapua 1.
2-1.
So, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Bakit ganun? So, 1 versus 3, 2 versus...
Bakit ganun?
So, sa final 4, 1 versus 3, 2 versus 4?
Ewan ko, ba't nga ba? Hindi ko rin alam.
Kasi Mapua
Final
number 1
Four.
eh. Kaya nga, hindi
Final Four,
pwede.
Benilde versus
Wait. Baka maling,
Bed.
titingnan ko.
3 yan. 3, alam ko 3 San Beda eh.
3 yata. O, tama.
Alam ko 3 San Beda.
Pero they had to beat LPU twice. I mean, yeah. They had to beat
Oo.
LPU twice. They
So,
had
the
to
same
beat
thing
the number
pa rin.
1 seed twice.
Basta, ang dami
Twice to
nilang
win
ginawa.
sila, nonetheless.
Twice to win, yes. And they did it.
4 times to win, 4 times to championship, bale.
And they did all of that against all odds.
Oo.
So,
Kinarera.
congrats to them, I must say. Nonetheless, I want to say congratulations also to Mapua and Mr. Rookie MVP Clint Escamis.
Skamis
You
will
know.
go wild next year.
Let's see, no? Let's see. You can't really make predictions for the next season, although I know Sunbet is gonna be strong again.
You have to
So-
stay tuned.
Hindi kasi they
So,
have
baka may...
recruits
Kasi-
coming in na. So, okay, so may ano ba to? There are like a number of players that didn't play, like Joe Celso, Ron Ray Tolentino, Menard Songkuya, si Colin Di Makulangan. Tapos recruits na Kalimag brothers, si Penny Estacio, Brian Sahonia, papalit kay
Brian sa niya.
Brian Sahonia. Tapos si Bismarck
Ang
Lina.
medal na pala siya. Oh my God.
Bismarck Lina. So, I won't be surprised if they'll be running it back next year for another championship run.
Kaya pala, sinabi sa article, sinabi ni coach na for next year, next year's slot, everyone is fighting for a slot.
Sa
Now
dami
I
ng
get it.
sa dami ng players nila, bro.
Dami ng player ng San Beda.
Sa dami naman
I get
ng players.
Grabe.
Pero congrats to both teams though. Mapua, nakakabigla yung ginawa ng Mapua, kaya congrats talaga sa kanila. From what they did last season to now a number 1 seed, tapos first final appearance in 32 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Grabe.
They fell short, pero iba pa rin yung milestone na yun.
Just to start, di ba? Malay mo, it's
Oo.
gonna light them up.
Malay mo nga naman. So, I
Oo.
can't wait to watch the next season of the NCAA. But with that though, we talked about joke lang, ito pala. May yung comment na nakita ko. Nagsabi, ayun, si Ken Hearn, yung ba yun? Shoutout sa'yo, idol. He gave us tips or quick descriptions ng laro ng bawat team. He asked na kung nung nakita daw ba natin yung mga games, given na objective party tayo, do we think that the calls were biased?
Ako. I'll start.
Ano yung sinabi niya? Ano yung tinanong niya?
If the calls are biased.
If the calls were biased.
Ito sa akin na. Based on comparison ng NCAA, UAAP, I think sa NCAA referees, we have to admit na referees let the players play. Mas on the rougher side. So yun. So kaya feel ko some of the refs, kaya yung mga calls talaga parang nabibigay lang dahil talagang malaking impact na. So kaya feel ko naman fair kasi they let them play talaga.
Akin lang, based sa nakita ko, kasi may binanggit siya dito na parang game 2, third quarter, may mga calls, ayon sa kanya, may mga calls na hindi mo alam saan nanggagaling or a light up nagiging unspo kahit na late reaction yung isang player or mukhang fake yung foul. I mean, as much as I want to give my opinion to that, I am not a referee. So, hindi ko rin alam kung paano tinatawag ng mga refs yung mga fouls nila, kung anong nakikita nila, kasi it's hard to call fouls during games na in time. And syempre, ayoko naman mag-isip ng masama na may pabor yung isa o pabor yung ito. I just think na if it was good calls, pantay na good calls, if it was bad calls, hindi lang isang team yung tinatawagan na masamang call. Parehong team lang din. parehong team. So, kung masama yung mga tawag, pantay na masamang tawag. Alam mo yun, parang ganun yung nakita ko. Pero either way, I'm not a ref. So, hindi ko rin talaga, don't let me be the,
Tama. Oo, basta tayo dyan.
don't let me be the source of this kasi hindi ko talaga alam. So, player lang ako. Hindi ako ref. So, hindi ko alam. Pero again,
Although we
okay.
did ref.
Oo nga pala nag-ref tayo. So, alam natin kung gaano kahirap, Laij. Alam natin kung
Sakto
gaano
lang.
kahirap.
Actually, ako nahirapan ako kasi nung time na nagre-referee ako. Yung isa ko kasing kasama naka-standby lang sa ilalim ng ring eh. Alam
Oo,
ni
may
Phil
tabo.
yan, kaya tumatawa si Phil eh. At saka alam mo kung sino yan, Matt.
Oo, alam
Kasi
ko nga.
naging referee mate mo na rin yan eh. And apparently, some people might know him as well kasi naging guest na rin natin.
Okay, nalala ko na.
Oo, pero
Shoutout
hindi.
sa'yo kung sino ka man.
Shoutout
Sa
sa'yo.
taga-Ateneo rin siya.
Oo, pero hindi.
Tingin niyo po, di ba
Totoo
naman
lang,
referee
Laij.
experience,
Mahirap,
nagagawa nila.
mahirap mag-observe mid-game na kailangan in time yung mga tawag mo at saka tama. So, hindi mo rin talaga
Imagine
masabi.
nila lang fast pace pero nakikita nila ano nangyari. So,
Oo.
yun.
So, hindi rin. Mahirap din kahit paano. Pero anyway, we spoke about the exposure ng NC ng kanina. So, para lang madagdag yung content natin dito, make it more interesting, no? Let's talk about a little bit of why ganun lang yung exposure ng NC compared sa UAP. Kasi we've covered both, no? Ikaw, Lige, ano sa tingin mo yung biggest difference pagdating sa UAP at saka sa NC? Bakit ganun? Bakit nga ba?
It's hard to dissect kasi tayo from a U-up school kasi tayo eh. So, from our perspective, you would say na UAAP is the more dominant school,
No,
is
I
the
won't.
more dominant league, di ba?
Di naman
What's your
dominant,
question
pero
ba?
kasi hindi, pero kasi may mga kaibigan ako. Ito guys, sinasabi ko to kasi may mga kaibigan ako from NCAA schools na didn't come from any UAAP school, no. Pero mas pinapanood nila yung UAAP kaysa sa NCAA. Fan attendance sa mga finals games, although marami for both, 20,000 plus, mas marami pa rin ng UAAP. When players come to the UAAP, we can say na their competition is better. I'm guessing, or yung exposure nila, media exposure nila mas mataas. So bakit ganun? Given na 99th season na ang NC. Mas marami pa silang season although not much more, pero mas marami silang
Well,
season.
partida, the earlier seasons kasi ng NC na may mga UAAP schools kasi ano ba
Sa
tawag
bagay,
dito?
oo. Ateneo, for
Nag-split
one.
up sila midway ata. I'm not sure. Although, I don't want to know the answer to that trend kasi sa totoo lang ayun nga, I was just explaining kasi kanina as like when it comes to our perspective, parang ang iisipin natin, oh, UP is the more dominant league compared to NCAA. Pero as we grow older, nagiging ano tayo eh, like we nagiging open-minded tayo to the point na totoo ba talaga yun? Or is it like, yun nga lang, may bias pa tayo? And I couldn't really put parang my shoes into an NCAA student's shoes na alam mo yun, mas sinusupport niya yung NCAA. Pero you do said nga, Matt, na may point ka na you have some friends na from my NCAA school pero mas nanonood sila ng UP. I don't know, pero let's take a small sample size. Siguro competition nga.
Diba?
Hmm.
Kasi
Yun sa akin,
saan
tama.
ba nanggaling si Clint Escamis, 'di ba? So, I'm
Mapuwa,
not
gago.
sure.
Nabuwa.
Ayun.
Mapuwa siya.
No.
Tapos,
Sa
no,
UP, sa UP.
mapuwa siya, tapos lumipat siya ng UE, tapos bumalik siya mapuwa.
Ayun, tapos nung time niya sa UE, ano yung record nila, 'di ba? So,
Hmm.
parang from that point of view, parang you would say na mas malalakas kasi siguro yung team ng nasa UP, you would
Pwede,
say. Pero it's really hard
pwede.
to point out eh. It's
Oo,
really
kasi,
parang di mo rin masabi.
kasi let's say, yun nga, pinag-usapan namin, may mga bangko talaga na lumalakas din. Bangko, pero magaling.
Okay.
Na pag lumipat sa NC, sobrang galing. Si
Marami.
Robert Bolick.
Tama.
For one, yun pa lang yun.
CJ Perez, mystery man yun kasi he never really had the chance to play
Never really.
sa Ateneo.
Uh,
Pero he was the MVP nung lumipat siya ng Lyceum, di ba?
Marami.
si Renz Abando, rookie MVP.
We'll go
Ayun.
zoom.
Will
We'll
go
go.
soon. So,
Diba? Marami,
based off,
sobrang dami UAP. No? So,
pwede mo
ako,
rin kasi sabihing opportunity. Baka
pero,
hindi baka opportunity rin.
oh, pero siguro the amount of, yung quality of play.
Would you say more exclusive kasi ang UAAP considering mas onting teams? I don't wanna say mas prestigious
onti
yung
ba?
school kasi putik sa Ateneo tayo nag-aaral kaya medyo bias rin yung take na yun.
Wag yun, wag yun.
Mas onti nga by 2 teams.
Mas exclusive siya in terms of the number of teams.
At saka I mean,
Wala, it's
import
hard
is
to...
more
I think rin kasi it's the notion of what we've grown on. Most of the people, yung iba. Because of, exposure nga ng UAAP. Di ba? Sa TV, UAAP nakita natin. Sa magazines, UAAP nakita na. Billboard, UAAP nakita natin. Bata tayo. Parang talagang yung battle of rin ng marketing or exposure ng UAAP. It's on a higher level than NCAA. Yun ang nakikita ko.
pero we can speak for both. We can speak for both nga naman.
Yun ang nakikita ko.
Although I do hope people start watching NCAA more. Guys, sobrang entertaining. Dun sa mga hindi talaga
Every
nanonood.
game is an exciting game.
Right.
NCAA.
You don't really expect. Yung Letran nga, hindi ko expect
Problema ko
maging
lang
last seed.
talaga. Yan, is actually, surprising yun sa totoo lang. I didn't expect na
Yung Letran.
magiging last seed sila.
Grabe yun. Nakagulat.
It leads to an interesting question rin kasi like, bakit hindi kaya nila minerge na lang lahat ng colleges sa Pilipinas into one league?
One league.
Sabi, hirap nun,
Oo.
pare. Parang sinabi mong MPBL yun, Boom.
Pero maganda yun.
Parang,
Kasi they had that type of thing before. I personally don't know. O sige, magsalita ka lang dyan, Laij. Kasi search ko kung bakit naghiwalay yung mga
Ayun
team.
nga.
Hindi ko talaga alam.
It's interesting rin, pero although I understand as to why, kasi mas hassle siya. Because meron na silang set na, what do you call this? Set type of rules at saka, ayun nga, process. Because, alam mo yun, may gumagana naman na sa UAAP and it's working rin for NCAA. Why would they have to merge
Pero
pa?
that would happen, yun ang isang what if rin natin.
Pero it's interesting rin kasi
diba?
NCAA sa college, ay sa US, di ba?
Like,
Dami-dami. Sobrang daming team sa US Although you can say na US kasi malaking US
Ito na lang example natin. Pag Summer League, di ba? Yung, anong league yun?
Philoil.
Philoil, di ba? Yun.
Hindi lahat ng teams na nandun Hindi
Diba?
lahat.
Pero I mean, that's
Pero
a vision.
nag-merge sila. Nag-merge sila.
Maganda Nakita
Goes to show, possible.
Oo, pwede.
Although I do understand
Pero hiniwalay rin sila sa dalawang bracket Hiniwalay rin sila sa dalawang bracket.
Yeah, we could make brackets rin naman kasi ilang teams bang nasa NCAA?
10. So 18 total, so 9 each.
Ayun, dalawang brackets, di ba?
Kaso parang that kind of defeats the purpose. Kasi what if gusto mo makita yung maglaban yung
isa.
I mean,
maglalaban lahat. Hindi, kunwari NBA type, di ba? Lahat lalabanin. Tapos,
yan yung problema. Yung
ini-base off.
Mahirap.
Ayun, yun nga lang.
Scheduling of games.
That's why, ayun nga. I
Yun,
would understand talaga.
Mahirap talaga.
Pero hindi ko alam kung anong dahilan kung bakit sila naghiwalay in the first place. Pero I would love to see na magsama ulit yung dalawang liga na yun.
Mga viewers namin dyan, baka alam nyo yung rason. Pwede na ilagay.
Pwede yung paano. Masyado po kaming bata para malaman.
Comment po. Kung alam nyo po yung rason. Bakit?
I wanna know actually. Hindi ko siya ma-search ngayon.
Kasi ilan yung championship ng Ateneo, Matt? Considering yung championships nila sa NCAA.
If hindi sila umalis or if pinagsama lahat ng championship nila, 26. So 14 sa NCAA, 12 sa UAAP. They would be the most winningest college pagdating sa basketball. Kasi right now, it's on Beda with 23. Pero they've been in the NCAA for so long.
Yeah, we wouldn't really say, di ba? We would really know
We won't, pag
if never sila na-separate. If
hindi.
26 pa rin ba yung natin ngayon.
ah, pero, that's an interesting conversation. Speaking of, yung idea ko para maging interesting ng konti ang ating podcast is if you were to decide, you were the top recruit, every school in the Philippines, kahit University of Cebu na wala naman sa NCAA at saka UAAP, if you were the top recruit with the same offer, same everything, so hindi mo kailangan isipin na mas maganda kasi offer nito, whatever. Top recruit for every school, saan ka pupunta?
Can we remove our school? Kasi we're
Not counting Ateneo.
not counting at
Hindi, Laij.
Let's
Tanong ko lang, Laij. If you were given that, magiging option mo ba ang Ateneo?
It's hard to say kasi putik.
Oo eh.
Wala may bias tayo eh.
Sige, tanggalin
May iba
natin.
talaga.
For us, tanggalin. Pero ako kasi initially,
Tanggalin na lang natin.
Initially kasi hindi talaga Ateneo. Hindi Ateneo sasagutin ko eh.
Okay.
If everything was the same. Pero,
I have a school in mind. Ikaw,
hindi
Phil.
Ateneo.
Pero ikaw
I have a school in mind.
Sige,
Ikaw
sige.
muna, Phil.
Tanggalin natin Ateneo.
We'll remove it.
I have a school
Ateneo.
in mind naman.
Sige,
We'll natin Ateneo.
sige.
Ikaw nga muna, Phil.
Phil, sino sa'yo, Phil?
Off the recording, sinabi na kay Martin. I'm going UST. Because the una history nila ng...
Ay, okay, by the way. Nakalimutan ko sa pagdadagdag ng question. Until the 2020 season, the year 2020, downwards. So, walang UP champion, walang Lasal champion this year. Walang ganun. Kasi magka-college tayo, 2020. So, pasok tayo ng college.
Yun na, as I go, UAAP pa rin, tapos UST. Kasi una of their history, their program, their rebuilding program. I'd like to be a quality player coming to a rebuilding program. Finding a name for myself in that school. Given the fact na may mga players yan na naglalabin sa posisyon doon, pero alam kong mabuboost ko rin yung team. Kaya yun.
Phil,
Tapos with the coaching staff, kasi yung history ng school, kaya ako pinili UST.
Ikaw, kung NCAA ka naman, saan ka pupunta?
NCAA, saan ako?
Mm-hmm.
NCAA, mamaya na, si Laij na, UAP.
Sige, Laij. Mag-UAP school ba, Laij?
So yung
UAP school. Sige,
yung marker is 2020.
Until 2020 max.
Sakto to Kasi na-envision ko to before 2020, nasa senior high school pa tayo.
Oo, tama.
The college that I always wanted to enter to was UP. That's why, during that time, malakas na UP nun. Sila Gomez Villano.
Tama.
Di pa sila
tama. Wala pa sila tama.
Sila, technically.
Sila
Pero
Richie
di
pa
pa
to,
sila
diba?
nag-champion nun.
Kobe?
Ako kasi, it's really hard to explain. It's not really because of their basketball program. Pero it's because of... It's hard kasi during that time kasi, the reason why parang gusto ko pumunta sa UP is because ako kasi homegrown ako from Ateneo. And ayun nga, parang gusto ko maiba naman. Pero siguro you could really say, na rin, very shallow, what they call this? Shallow reason is because kung saan ako nakatira, malapit ako doon nakatira And we think about it, UP, we have so much to offer. Not just in terms of basketball, pero in terms of academics yun as well, di ba?
Yeah.
And wala lang, for me, parang like for the fun of it lang talaga na to the point na parang I would want to study here. Or like
Right.
if not for Ateneo, siguro gusto ko mag-aaral sa UP. And ayun, it's very maganda, perfect combination the fact na sinabi nyo if 2020. Saktong UP talaga pipiliin ko. Tapos I'm representing UP. That would be nice for me.
Ako honestly, I have a two-part answer to this. Kasi nung time yun nga, sakto 2020, the years before varsity pa ako noon. So, when it comes to playing time,
lumatay.
When it comes to playing time, na opportunities, top recruit ako ganyan. I would also want to go to UP. Kasi during that time, naman, aminin natin o hindi naman sila ganun talaga sa mga player. So, yung playing time, tapos the academics, andoon. So,
Free
pare-pareho sila.
bashers UP.
No. Ano mo eh?
Free bashers UP.
Tangina.
Pucha.
Tangina. Pero pero ang sasabihin ko lang, nung nag-entrance exam ako sa UP, hindi ko nakita sarili ko doon.
Ako po.
And that's not because of the people or whatever, but because I feel like for no general or for no specific context, nung naglalakad-lakad kami around doon, parang hindi ko nakikita sarili ko doon.
Ako,
Um,
opposite tayo, man.
Talaga? Hindi ko rin alam kung bakit
Parang
eh.
for me, may kind of like peace of mind ako whenever pumapasok ako sa UP. I don't know, cause siguro dahil every time na pupunta ako sa Ateneo, lagi akong dumadaan doon. Pero wala
Sanay
lang,
ka na
parang,
kasi.
oo. Kaya, ayun talaga. So may kind of bias lang rin siguro on my side.
Hindi, ako talaga, gusto ko talaga. Kaso nung pagpasok ko, no. O I can also say the same sa school na I would choose. Mainly because the culture of basketball. Hindi ko rin nakita yung sarili ko dito given na full-blown Atenean ako eh.
Oo.
Pero kasi,
Yan.
we scratched it off. Wala, I wasn't from Ateneo, I'm not anything. Scratch off from the start.
Oh.
Hindi ako true blue. Wala akong image na ganun. Ang pipiliin ko Lasal. Because,
Valid.
iba yung basketball culture sa Lasal eh.
Tama.
Tsaka bad boys eh. Yeah. Yun sa mga matagal nang nanonood ng podcast, alam niyo na yung ganun ako eh. So,
Aminado po si Matt King na fan po siya ng Lasal. yun.
hindi, fan ako ng bad boys na team. Na players, na whatever. Yun yung ko eh. So, Lasal. I would choose Lasal. Not only that, kasi iba pa rin naman pag Lasal yung eskwelahan mo, hindi naman ganun lang yun. Lasal pa rin yun. Kasama yun sa Big Four.
Renowned school, Philippines.
Renowned school. Pero kung wala talaga akong choice, UE na lang. Kasi bad boys din naman sila. Sila Jawo. Sila Polly. Pero hindi, Lasal I would. Pero yun yung tatlo kong choices. I would go Lasal though. I would probably go Lasal, UE, then UP. If ever. Yun yung magiging choices ko. Pero Lasal. Okay, so lahat tayo pinili natin UAAP schools. What if naman kung NCAA school?
Hirap ito.
Ako personally, because
Okay,
nung bata ako, my favorite player played here, sa school na to. I think I would follow mainly because of that. I would go to Baste. For Calvin Abueva.
Okay. Grabe ba? Guys, nakakita nyo talaga.
Tama. Calvin Abueva, Polly,
Bad boy.
Wesley Gonzalez. Yung mga player eh. Yung talaga eh. Pero I would go to Baste just because I was a fan of Calvin Abueva. And I have no specific connection sa NC kasi. Kaya talagang pagbabasihan ko siya because I'm a fan. So, sa Baste ako.
Madili answer dito. I'm going San Beda. It's before. Aminado kami mga cousins ako sa San Beda. Pero looking at sports rin, their winning culture. Yun. Sa San Beda. With the amount of championships they have, tapos their sports program. Galing rin sila sa ibang sports.
May grabe rin high school program
Tapos,
ng Baste nun ha. Sila Ryan Buenape, Eric Salamat. Oh.
Pero ako, San
Ay,
Beda.
Polly rin pala. Si Polly din pala. Kita mo? Polly rin pala. Galing dun. Oh.
Narinig
Pero
ko,
I think with the winning culture.
si LA Tinorin ang galing sa San Beda.
Oo. Tama.
Tama ba yan?
Oo.
Oo.
Anyway, continue.
Sa San Beda.
Sige,
Go,
ikaw.
Laij.
Ito, sobrang simple ng basis ko as to what school ang pipiliin ko. Si Matt, alam nito eh. Alam ni Matt kung bakit ito yung pipiliin ko. And nakwento ko na sa kanya to ever. And sa mga mga kaibigan namin na nag-aaral sa Manila-based na school. Ayaw na ayaw ko mag-aral sa school na located sa Manila. For the simple fact na takot ako sa location na yun. And when you think about it, halos lahat
Ang
ng
bihira naman.
NCAA schools nasa
Ayun na nga.
Intramuros or Manila. Takot talaga ako. Like, that's why parang nung entrance exam tayo, hindi ako nag-UST eh. Kasi nasa ano yun eh, nasa SPAN na yun eh. Takot na takot talaga ako sa vibe ng
Guys, huwag
Manila.
niyo kami babash, guys, ha?
And
Personal na to.
Personal,
Oo.
ano lang to, personal lang to.
Talagang totoong mga
Kasi
ano.
katipunan boys kami eh.
Sorry po, sorry.
Medyo spoiled kami.
spoiled na po.
Pero
Ano
that
to,
being
wala ako dyan.
said,
Ikaw yan.
uy, binild na lang kasi at
Binild.
least nandun katabi ko pa yung Lasal eh.
Pambira. Anong tanong mo?
Musa.
Sa Manila pa rin naman, no, sa Taft. Pero at least nalalaman ko na, okay, may UAAP school pala ba na
Natakot ako
malapit
sa sagot
dito.
mo.
Sige, ano na lang, binild na lang.
Patay tayo dyan.
Sa totoo lang, I don't really like, di naman I don't really like, natatakot lang talaga ako sa vibes ng Manila.
That's a personal.
Parang,
That's
I don't know,
personal preference of his.
very personal lang talaga.
Gets naman daw.
Grabe yan, ah.
Grabe.
Mhm.
Ano yung ginawa?
Actually,
Ito,
aminado ko naman nata rin, what? Nakwento ko na to before.
medyo hindi ko rin vibes yung Manila vibe eh. Hindi ako para doon. Hindi ako para doon. Pero I'm not saying it's bad. Hindi lang talaga ako
During
para
the
doon.
time na nung naglalaro pa tayo, Matt, sa loob ng Intramuros, naglalaro tayo
Sa Letran,
Letran, saka
LPU.
Lyceum.
Ah.
Parang every time na di pa nag-start yung game, parang ina-anticipate ko na, naku, masama ito laro ko ngayon. Parang, naku, linalagnat ako ngayon. I don't know. I'm not I'm not saying na hindi ko trip vibes ng school na yun. It's just that yung Manila vibes lang talaga.
Manila as a whole.
Mm.
Okay, well, so ginawa na, di ko, kaya ba kay last episode? Yung sa point guards?
Last episode.
Point guards.
Kasama kayo. Di ba ginawa natin yung draft sa UAAP?
SJB lang, Gil. Ito, si SJB lang dito sa Phil.
Hindi ba binalikan
Yeah.
yun? Pambira.
Wala pa, hindi pa nare-release yun.
Okay.
Sa Saturday pa yun.
Pangan niyo po yan, mga tao.
Panoorin niyo.
Mga shenanigans.
Pero ginawa natin, nag-draft tayo on the spot ng UAP players. Now that we talked about NCAA.
Oh my God.
Not NCAA players.
NCAA.
Not NCAA
Ano?
players. Kasi halata naman na hindi talaga natin.
Kailangan pa natin mag-research.
We're not versed in NCAA. Pero,
Ano nga?
pinag-usapan lang din natin yung college as a whole. Immediate draft, 5, tsaka, maglagay na tayo ng FSA for the fun. So, 7 ulit. Starting 5, FSA, 6-man. For UAAP and NCAA players. Alright? Off the top of combined. So, gumawa tayo ng all-Filipino draft. Pero ito lang, off the rip.
Sila to let 7 players, di ba?
7.
Pero mauna ka na, Phil.
Mauna ka na. Pero may FSA pa rin. Let's go. Sabihin natin. Sabihin natin.
No disrespect, pero feeling ko lahat ng mga quality FSAs na sa ano.
Okay lang. Andito kami, Phil. Andito kami. So, si Phil, ano yung sinasabi mo? Naglag si Phil. Sorry, guys. Sino number 1 mo?
Number 1, Ben Mbala pa rin.
Ben Mbala ka. Okay.
Yung Ben Mbala.
Sige. Hindi ako mag-FSA muna kasi marami naman dyan. So, ang first pick ko is my favorite player, si Calvin Abueva. Siya he's my 4. Calvin Abueva is my 4. Laij, ikaw.
FSA na lang muna. Angelo pa kami.
Back-to-back picks ka.
Ay, okay. Sige. Ayun, so FSA ko si Angelo Coape. Sabihin ko na nga, sige. At my guard, pipiliin ko si Scottie Thompson.
Uy, Scotty
Nag,
NCAA. Ganda.
Hindi, Scottie Thompson muna, point guard.
Mm.
Sana
Gaganda.
hindi siya kunin. May iniisip rin kasi ako eh.
May inisip din akong point guard pero ako mauuna sa'yo eh. Kaya may natin. Sige, ako next. I'll go for my center first.
Oh,
Ay, shit, maliit pala to para sa center.
center. Pucha.
Dali, ano na lang ako. Tawag dito. Si Calvin na lang 3 ko. 4 ko. Young Bo Belga. Oh, Young Bo Belga.
Yeah.
4 ko. Sige, feel, back to back.
Ilang pick yun? Back to back. Uh, pare, NCAA episode eh. Magkita tayo mga NCAA.
Puro NCAA pangalan na babanggit ko.
Uno ko, Robert Bolick.
Babes Bolick. Okay.
Bolick. Tapos, Bolick. Tapos, may 6 month pa, di ba?
May 6 month pa. Huwag mong pipiliin, Phil. Huwag mong pipiliin. Yung nasa isip ko, huwag mong pipiliin.
Bolick. So, medyo maangas. May halong angas team din. 1 Bolick, 3 ko, Macardono pa rin ako.
Macardona. Okay. Sige.
Unuli, Macardono.
Ito. Starting point guard ko.
Ayan na.
Starting point guard ko, Jason Castro.
Ben, bayaan mo na. Nilalagay mo PCU eh. Wala na sila ngayon.
Wala eh. Ganun talaga. Nag-NCAA. Wala.
Wala. Respect.
Nag-NCAA. Jason Castro.
Yun yung pinipili ko sana eh. Pero ayoko piliin kasi yung dayain rin eh. Wala na rin
Ako
kasi
rin.
Nagbubel ka na
Wala
ako
sila
eh.
si-
Nagbubel ka na
At
ako
saka
eh.
ano kasi, yung daya noon kasi, di ba ano rin yun, nag-overseas na rin yun, nung nasa college siya.
Pero nasa NCAA ba siya noon?
Ewan ko, sige, may
Ng
bigay mo na
NCAA.
lang natin sa kanya.
Nag-NCAA
Ibigay
pa rin
ka
siya
na.
noon.
Ay.
Oo.
History
Ikaw na, Laij. Back to back.
ba to? History?
Oh, the whole.
Cool.
Hindi, pucha.
Yung old na old. Pucha, yan. Ano,
Huwag ka naman
60.
taod na all.
Oh, ano?
Realistic naman tayo dito.
Ano natin, yung gap natin, 2000s. Ano, yan.
Oh,
Sinali yung
2000s,
joke.
Sige.
2000s pa rin tayo. Huwag naman sa joke. Huwag naman sila Benji.
Oo nga. Bawal si, si Lakay.
Huwag naman.
Boy, daya mo.
Bawal yun. Bakit? Sige,
Parang,
sige,
hindi, boy, bigyan na lang natin sila kay. Ibigay natin, gusto niya eh. Ibigay natin.
Hindi,
Wala,
Kiefer
wala.
na lang, Kiefer.
Kiefer.
Kiefer na lang, Kiefer.
May daya.
Para may backcourt na ako.
Okay. Teka, kailan ba nag-college si Bobelli ka? Baka man, hindi naman 2000s to. When did... Di ba back-to-back ka?
Ikaw ba, Laij? Ikaw ba? Isa pa.
Laij, back-to-back
pala.
ka.
Wait lang, no? Ay. Sino kaya? May 1 and 2 na ako eh.
Oh.
Sino kaya?
Yun nga.
Awat naman si
Baka may
Bobelli ka. Tsaka si
nakakalimutan
Jason
ako, boy.
Castro.
Ano ba kayo nakakalimutan ako?
Marami talaga. Ang
Dami
dami
to eh.
niyan, boy.
Oh,
May
mamili ka
FSA
lang
na
talaga.
kasi ako eh.
Mamili ka lang talaga. Like, marami masyado to.
Masyado marami, boy.
Sige, si Rabi na lang. Rabi at center.
Okay, sige. Raba center. 6-month poly ako. Katulad ng ano niya, katulad ng UAAP days niya.
Ayaw.
Phil.
Gano tayo. Bad boy tayo na sentro. Na may links naman. Gano tayo. Medyo old school to eh. Iyan sa nga lang.
Yan, sanggalang. Okay.
Ayun. Represent tayo NCAA ngayon. Maganda yung episode eh. 6 man ko. 5 yan, ingat sa akin. 6-man, Ryan Buenape.
Okay.
Shit.
Yan, yan.
Sige, sino na sa team mo ngayon, Phil?
So, FSA ang bala, 1 Bolit, 3 Cardona,
Nako.
5 siya nga lang, 6 Buenape.
So, kulang sa'yo 2 at saka 4.
2 at saka 4.
Ako may Jason Castro at the 1, Albueva at the 3, Belga at the 4, Poli 6. So, wala pa akong shooting guard, center, tsaka FSA.
2, 4. Ikaw, ano sa'yo?
Kasi Laij, sino na
Ako
sa'yo?
na ba?
Hindi, sino na yun sa'yo?
Sino na sa'yo?
Kiefer, hindi, Scotty Kiefer at saka Scotty Kiefer, Kwame at saka Raba.
Ganda pa rin ng Scotty Keeper, ah.
Parang
So,
gilas lang
3-4-5. 3-4-5, hindi, 3-4-6 man.
3, 4, 6.
Okay, sige. Ang kukunin kong, kasi kinuha siya sa akin from last draft, kukunin kong 2 asa 2 siya, hindi asa 3. Kukunin kong 2 si Wesley.
Oh, Wesley?
Si Wild Wild West.
Grabe. Ang tangkad, ah.
Siya 2 ko. Maliit yung point guard ko. The rest bambawi. Wesley, Calvin, Bo. Di ba?
Ano, salaksak yan lahat, ah.
Kala mo. Play my game.
Ayun pa.
Ikaw na, Laij.
Di ko alam kung sixth man ba o 3 yung kukunin ko eh.
Ay, pero na ako. Gago, lalim ng NCAA, sinasabi ko lang.
Sige na nga. Hirap ah. Sige na nga. Sixth man ko si CJ Perez.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay. Sige.
Okay.
Tapos, Raba. Nakuha ko na siya sa center, di ba? Panay MVPs nga kukunin ko. Oftana.
Calvin Octana.
At may 3.
Shooter, mami.
Sige. Tayo, low-key pang sapakan lang yung team ko. Ba't ganun?
Ako rin yung ginawa ko. Maangas lang ang pinili ko.
Speaking of center ko si Enrico.
Okay.
Raging
Ewan
Bull.
ba?
The Raging Bull, Enrico Villanueva.
Ako na.
Good.
Okay, last 2, di ba? I'm switch it up. Isa nga lang, lalagay kong 4. Yung 4. Sino na laro niya ngayon sa PBA 4. Pero dati ewan ko kung nag-4 siya. Pero lalagay siya sa 4. 5 ko, pangtapat kila Enrico, kala Rabe. Ay, nakakalimutan ko. Raymond Almazan.
Raymond Almazan. Oo pala, no?
Lalagay ko, pare.
Raymond Almazan pala.
Raymond Almazan. Ayan. Almazan.
Last.
Tapos,
Sino last?
dos ko, si Bolik gagawin ko off guard. 1 ko, Mike Cortez.
Dami namang
Pucha. I like my team. Puta.
Si Cool Cat.
Ang ganda na ito. Durog. Puta, bad boys to. Game.
di naman nata basketball yung dinadraft niya eh.
Hindi makakasya.
Paano mo hinahype ni Phil, pre?
Laban
Paano mo siya hinahype, boy?
Grabe, pang sapakan lang.
Laban to kung laban. Hindi naman laban to. Pucha. Okay, Laij.
Ako pala. No?
Siya pa.
Ako, FSA. Wala, hindi pwedeng.
Isa na lang ako eh.
Alam mo, namimili ako eh. Kasi consider ko si
Lagay mo, FSA, NCAA, Akweti.
may
dreads mo siya.
Tangkuwa.
May dreads.
Si Donald Tangkuwa ng Beda. Prince
Donald Trump
Eze.
Holy.
Si Prince Eze ng perpetual. Pero hindi pwedeng hindi kasama sa
3x3
FSA.
boys.
Hindi pwedeng hindi kasama sa listahan pag FSA si Karim Abdul eh. Iconic yun eh. Karim Abdul.
Oh, siyempre.
Iconic yun. Iconic. Oh, Laij, ikaw.
Last na to, di ba?
Oh, last.
Last na to. Oo.
Hmm.
Ang ina ninyo.
Hindi
Wala
ko
pang
kami,
pumipili
Grabe
kay
naman.
Wala pang pumipili kay Cardona, di ba?
wala na, hindi ko na siya
Uy,
mapipili.
ako!
Ah,
Pinili na ni
Ako!
Phil. Pinili na ni Phil.
Kanina!
pinili mo
Oh,
na ba?
pinili na ni Phil.
Alam mo.
Hindi eh. Hindi ko narinig.
Wala, pinili na ni Phil. Sino na?
Sige. Lalagay ko si Muftana sa 4, si Bobby Ray Park sa 3 ko.
Gago.
Oo!
May
Ganda.
Bobby parts pa pala.
Puta. Ball,
Mhm.
ano sabi mo? Off tahan ng Park. Mambira naman yun, no?
Winner
Ay.
na naman.
Ayun na, pang pick-up game ata yung team ko eh.
Uy, hindi ko na may Scottie Thompson ako Tapos CJ Perez off the bench. Isipin mo
Okay.
naman,
Okay. Wala yan, di
may,
ako wala
ra-
yan.
may
Wala,
Raba at saka Kwame ako.
wala yan. Wala ba kami? Baldugin ka lang nila Bubelga at saka ni Almazan.
Then recap. So point guard Jason Castro. 2 ko Wesley. 3 ko Calvin. 4 ko Bo. 5 ko
Which
Enrico
Calvin?
Abueva. 5 ko Enrico Benueva. FSA ko Karim Abdul. 6-man ko Paul Lee. Pick up game.
Kalokohan.
Pick up game.
Ayaw nyo kunin si Chabio sa
Bakit, boy?
FSA.
Dami na
I'm
Kung
okay.
malalim yung draft, makukuha si Chabio. Pero boy, 3 lang tayo eh.
Mas bilib ako kay Chabio kaysa kay Karim Abdul eh.
Pero pre,
Patay tayo yan. Karim yun.
OG yun eh. OG.
Karim yun. Isang hiwa lang ni Karim.
Nostalgia
Itong
bias.
Chabio.
Hindi. Hindi men. Hindi feel. Hindi
Post
feel.
up.
Mas magaling si Chabio.
Sige, boy, post
Baka,
up. Karim. Post up
baka
game. Karim.
kaya
Post
mo
up game.
mag-stretch the floor si Chabio.
Wala akong bang stretch the floor. Post up game. Karim
Old
Abdul.
fashioned pre. Wala na.
Sige,
Baka new rules to.
Sino line up mo
Hindi.
Laij?
I mean, magaling naman si Karim Abdul. Pero wala lang.
Sino
Line
line up
MVP
mo?
kasi ako line up.
MVP, malamang.
Ano yung
Sabi ko
MVP?
pa, hindi siya laro sentro eh. Kung sentro pinag-usapan na.
Kailangan ko sentro eh.
sino
Kailangan ko
dyan?
sentro.
Hindi siya sentro eh.
Scottie Thompson, guard ko. Tapos si Kiefer, 2 guard.
Hmm.
Tapos Ray Parks, 3 ko. Tapos si Calvin Oftana, 4. Al Husseini, sentro ko. 6'1 ko si CJ Perez. FSA ko si
Si Angelo.
Kwame.
Si Angelo.
Tawag si
Panay
line up na yan,
MVPs.
Gilas Pilipinas.
Ayan.
Grabe.
Phil, ikaw na.
Ayun. 1 ko, Cortez, off guard, Bolick. 3 ko, Cardona. 4,
Knockout.
Ian Sangalang. 5, Raymond
Knockout na
Almadan. 6 man, Ryan
Knockout.
Bueno pa eh. FSA, Embala. Saan ka pa? Kain kayo. Kain.
Kain. Sige. So, yun na, we had our fun of the draft, no? We had our fun also talking about the whatever UAAP and NCAA content that we have for you guys. Although, yung mga sinabi namin, lalo na pagdating sa NCAA, please take with a grain of salt. Kasi talagang we're learning as we go. Talagang pagdating sa NCAA, hindi kami as experienced ulit. What do you call this? We don't know as much compared to the UAAP. So, but we're trying to learn because we noticed that it needs a platform. It needs to be exposed as well. So, we will try our best to do that, especially coming into the next season. Yun nga, I hope you guys had fun listening to our conversation. Ano bang meron? So, we're gonna release another episode sa Saturday. Sa totoo lang guys, wala talaga sa plano tong pag-film na to, pero we wanted to do it for the NCAA fans. Pero other than that, dalawang video na lang natitira for the year for you guys to watch from us, and then we will be coming back next year for that. for new episodes, new content, new whatever. All right. And thank you for the support. Thank you in advance for the support. No? We really appreciate it. And hopefully you can hit that subscribe button, the like button, the share button, interact with us in the comments, follow our socials in the description, continue supporting us even without the NCAA and the UAAP content or Philippine basketball. Marami pa kayong pwedeng pag-usapan dito, and I hope you support us in all of that. Anyway, that's it, no? Congrats to San Beda. Congrats to Mapua for reaching that far. And with that, this has been fun. Matt, Phil, Laij, Intangibles
Peace.
Podcast. Peace out, y'all. Stay safe. God bless.